Opening our list of our upcoming RPGs this 2017 to 2018 is The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim Switch. Good lord, Bethesda! Their most successful open-world RPG is finally hitting Nintendo's latest hardware this year. It not only comes with a newly improved remastered version, it's packed with Nintendo-exclusive mods. That means you get to walk around the world of Skyrim dressed as Link from The Legend of Zelda, armed with matching Champion's tunic and the legendary Hylian shield. Inside this massive port are all the released DLCs and graphical overhauls, which means for the Nintendo consoles, this is the first and probably the definitive Bethesda game to date. In terms of storyline, not much has changed, but its latest gimmick lies in the Switch's amiibo support and Joy controllers. The new motion tracking makes aiming with a bow much better. It's an exclusive feature that shows the potential of the Switch's power. With this, it's only a matter of time before Todd releases a new Skyrim port on your mobile devices, or maybe just on your microwaves. Nonetheless, it's good news that Nintendo owners get to taste Bethesda's masterpiece. It's coming this 2017. Number 14 is Vampyr. From the creators of the gut-wrenching Life is Strange or the abhorrently forgettable Remember Me, Don't Nod Entertainment returns with a promising new IP. This time, forget about being a time-traveling teen or a memory-hacking badass. You are Jonathan Reed, a vampire/doctor living under the desolated flu-infected cities of 1918 London. As a vampire and a doctor, are you gonna embrace the monster within? Similar to their consequential choices in Life is Strange, players can encounter branching choices that will ultimately lead to the game's multiple endings. Not to mention, players can finish the game without even killing anyone. It's your choice to devour the living or aid them. Combat is a blood-curdling third-person hack-and-slash fun. Strike your enemies with your supernatural powers and show them the might of the vampire. It's coming this November 2017 on the PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Number 13 is Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. For the first time after 8 years, Adol the Red is getting a new adventure. Marooned to a cursed island, Adol and his friends must embark on a perilous quest to uncover its mysteries. But the game's biggest surprise is its new blue-haired heroine called Dana. Follow her in her very own gameplay sections. Switch allies on the fly and adapt to the field of battle. This 8th installment of the Ys series promises more memorable moments and unforgettable characters, not to mention a fitting soundtrack that resonates throughout the ages. It's coming this 12th of September on the PC, PlayStation 4, and PS Vita. Number 12 is Darksiders III. THQ Nordic and Gunfire Games is bringing us another look into the life of yet another horseman of the apocalypse. This is the sequel to Death's misadventures in the post-apocalyptic Earth. Roleplay into the shoes with a haughty, whip-wielding Fury as she ventures back to the dilapidated Earth on a mission for annihilation. Ride on her black horse and eliminate each of the dreaded 7 deadly sins. Just like the previous titles, there will be a lot of hack-and-slash action with a few puzzles on the sides. It's set to release on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One this 2018. Number 11 is Shenmue 3. This most anticipated third entry from the Shenmue series lacks the necessary details as of the moment. Its recently released trailer shows the game's callback to the classic art style and animation, but it's criticized for its lack of visual change. They also mentioned that a new character will be revealed to the game. There's so much stuff to look forward in this widely popular RPG. For a Kickstarter game, we expect good things from their promises. It's coming sometime this 2018 on the PC and PlayStation 4. Number 10 is South Park: The Fractured Butthole. When it comes to absolute ridiculousness, Ubisoft's upcoming sequel to The Stick of Truth takes you to a super-powered adventure in the quiet little town of South Park, Colorado. Moving away from its absurd fantasy themes, play as the new kid and enter a conflict between superhero movie franchises with Cartman and friends. Customize your own character from top to bottom. You can even add your original superhero origin story for added fun. The game still runs on the same engine that made The Stick of Truth and the TV series possible. However, the game's noticeable changes lies in its combat. The new turn-based grid system opts for more strategies, including new fart powers. As a South Park fan, you will enjoy it. For those who just want in for the R-rated fun, it's going to be a wild ride as you crack open a cold one with the boys. It's coming this October 17 on the PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Number 9 is Code Vein. Also on par with Vampyr's blood-sucking tendencies is Bandai Namco's newest IP. As usual, step into the shoes of a bloodthirsty vampire. He sets out on an adventure in a post-apocalyptic Earth. Fight nightmarish monsters in tough and skill-based moments. As Revenants, a group of elite bloodsuckers, you hunt for blood in an attempt to escape the vicious region of Vein. It feels a lot like Dark Souls. With its tactical combat system, gloomy world, and gritty storylines, absorb the powers of your fallen enemies and use them to increase your own abilities. It's anime Dark Souls. For those craving a new Souls experience, this just might be the game for you. It's set to release sometime in 2018 on the PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Number 8 is Divinity Original Sin 2. Gods don't exist anymore, and this new Divinity game is just around the corner. Wield the power of forbidden magic and venture into mystical lands. Create your own origin story, pick a race, and experience a living and breathing world to discover. See how any of your actions and choices would react in its tactical turn-based combat. The game's been on early access on the PC for a long time. It's the sequel to the also popular first game, which wowed thousands of RPG fans. It's finally releasing this September 14, 2017 on the PC. Number 7 is Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom. Inspired by the works of Miyazaki and powered by Studio Ghibli, Level 5 sequel accompanies you once again to the beautiful kingdom filled with good and evil. This beautiful game lets you embark on a life-changing adventure as you control King Doran. Ousted for unknown reasons, he sets out on an adventure that could change the fate of the world. Meet friends, enemies, and witness the vibrant universe of Level 5's upcoming game. Embrace its dynamic combat system and watch how creativity meets storytelling in one game. Straight out of a painting. It's coming this January 19 as a PlayStation 4 exclusive. Number 6 is Monster Hunter World. The critically acclaimed monster slaying franchise is finally coming to the non-Nintendo consoles. Capcom has learned a lot as it was announced during this year's E3. Journey through its world of beauty and ruin, flora and fauna, magic and might. Although it still retains the gameplay we all know and love, it adds a few surprises. The biggest upgrade in World is that it takes you to far greater lengths with your friends. Explore a living and breathing ecosystem where players meet the iconic beasts of Capcom's brutal environment. It's an amalgam of all MH into one massive game, and it's looking pretty good. Are you ready for the hunt? It's coming sometime next year on the PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Number 5 is Mount & Blade II, Bannerlord. Set yourself up for some classic warfare, as you mount your horse and ride into their improved full-scale castle sieges. After 5 years in development, the popular action RPG is coming back to give you a better dose of their epic medieval fantasy. A prequel to their 2010 debut, the game is set 200 years before the events of the original, and during the decline of the Calradian Empire. Make use of its sandbox gameplay to enhance your reputation or fight against lowly bandits with their complex and satisfying combat. The hype is real, and it's coming soon, probably this 2018. Number 4 is Xenoblades Chronicles 2. Once again, get ready to step into a dynamic open world filled with secrets and monsters to discover. Experience a whole new story featuring a boy named Rex and his mysterious friend Pyra. It revolves around a quest for a long-lost paradise called Elysium, a land where Pyra once called home. With its new release gameplay footage, its open world has never been more beautiful than ever. Gameplay and exploration remains a core feature in the game, making every bit of grinding and adventure worth your time. Combat is a fun frenzy between shoving your heavy blade against monsters and shooting them with powerful guns. It's much more rewarding and challenging. The game is set for a 2017 release in Japan, but no word yet for a Western release. Number 3 is Middle-earth: Shadow of War. The war against the darkness continues in Monolith Productions' sequel to their Middle-earth saga. Jump back into Tolkien's complex fantasy and embark on a more sophisticated adventure. Together with the Ranger Talion and the spirit of the Ringmaker Celebrimbor, amass your own army to fight against Sauron's Nazgul forces. Famous for their Nemesis system, this sequel builds upon its foundations, and allowing you to create your own stories within its realm. Forge alliances, build your own orc armies, and capture Sauron's territories with siege missions. It's set to release on the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on October 10th. Number 2 is Cyberpunk 2077. Moving on from Witcher 3's massive medieval success, CD Projekt Red takes you to a futuristic cyberpunk world filled with a mechanical macabre. Knowing CDPR, it's a promising game. Unfortunately, due to the lack of news, the only info we know so far is that it plans to surpass Witcher 3's scale. It features an open world experience like never before, and it might create the ultimate RPG experience. We might even get to see some Witcher Easter eggs, but that's all we know so far. We might get some news this 2017, but as far as we know, the release date is still blurry. Hopefully this 2018 or 2019? And our pick for the most anticipated upcoming RPG game this 2017 to 2018 is Kingdom Hearts 3. Keyblades, Disney Worlds, Final Fantasy characters, and the importance of human connection. Square Enix's most anticipated third installment is long overdue. With its latest trailer showing off their latest world of Toy Story, there's more surprises in store for the story of Sora and his friends. Returning to this third title is its new and improved third-person gameplay. Hack and slash could never be more fun and colorful with its deep customization options and sweet party system. Tetsuya Nomura, the game's director, promises more detailed worlds and iconic moments for the Keyblade-wielding team. The battle for light and dark is about to end, and we can't wait once the game releases this 2018 on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.